What does cybernetics mean to me? I have to go back to the beginning, really, of cybernetics, which for me is about steersmanship. And in a world in which I think it's essential that we change the action paradigms to deal with issues that we find ourselves facing, I think the whole idea of how we steer our way through the various interacting agencies, agents, technologies, regulations, create your own list at this point. I could probably put up on a brainstorm about 50 different dimensions of consideration in any context that we need to act in. I've been much struck, really, recent times by questions that have come to me from the financial services about governance. I've also been struck by the issues that have come to me from the public services about culture. I've also been struck by the questions that have come to me in the institutions which are to do with the welfare of the human beings in the communities that they're active in, to do with how am I supposed to deal with managers who really do not understand what we're trying to accomplish here, or how what it is that I have to offer helps them achieve that. How do I deal with the misogyny and the limited mindset and the absence of any sensible strategy that managers can formulate to take us to an end purpose or outcome, which is what they say, politically say, that they're looking for. So what does cybernetics mean to me? I've got a great, if you like, affinity for the idea that cybernetics is probably the major unspoken, pragmatic practice, philosophy that we need to have much more active within the societies that we're in to deal with the issues that are emerging through. Listen to the BBC, I don't have to say very much about it. So what I look at is, what is the field of data that I'm in? What is the context that I'm in? How is this context being created? Who are the agents who are responsible for its creation? How do I look at the interconnected, interacting feedback loops? And how do I identify where, at the nodes, decisions are being taken? And how can I, as an individual, without the power or authority, but with the capacity to influence through language, take a step and take action to influence the outcomes? How do I help to configure the interacting variables into a sensible process pathway, a pattern from which emerges a new capability, a new consequence, a new contribution in the terms that we would understand in cybernetics as helping to emerge purpose as a concept and as an achieved outcome. What does cybernetics mean to me? A way of steering through the variable issues and agendas of the people in the context I'm in, and helping to repattern the contributions into a process pathway which is more productive in relationship to creating outcomes, and also helps to repattern the neural pathways of all the actors who are involved in it. I'm an engineer at heart. I like the idea of doing what works. Causality is an issue for me. I'm a great fan of circular causality, and I follow the Buddhist philosophies in that respect. What does it mean to me is I've been able to engineer myself a good life. I've been able to step into relationships, into systems, into financial setups, into steering my boat, driving my car, flying helicopters, all sorts of things that this small boy who sat on the curbside wondering why his mum and dad couldn't take him out on a Saturday afternoon could never have envisaged. It's enriched my life. I'm grateful to the practices within cybernetics and the people whose theories have fascinated me so greatly over the years. What does it mean to me? It's a life learning pathway.